with her now.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Guys?
All right, Ollie. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. There's some room. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Dances away to buy time. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Well, that's a great play by the defense, and that's one the quarterback obviously wishes he had back. I think sometimes as a QB, your success from the previous game can carry over, and it forces you to be a little bit reckless, right, David? I mean, he had a big one the last time out. He's looking early in this game on the first drive to get a big chunk play right out of the gate. He throws that one into coverage, and the defense makes him pay for it.
Well, and how about talking to this defense before this game? They talked about, can they make something good happen early? If they could, maybe they could rattle them a little bit. Everything went well for them last week, and so good job by this defense striking early. Hopefully it'll develop some confidence with this D and maybe a little bit of hesitation with the QB.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Russell. Shoots it to the left. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Keelan Russell. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. He might want another play. Russell will throw for it on 4th. He'll off one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early seat,
he can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Russell escapes the pressure going right. Got rid of it just in time. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finding some room. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll send the tight end in motion. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Throwing Russell. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Got enough for the first. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Bulldog! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Keelan Russell. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Hit as he throws. On target to the left. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll give it on the counter. Powers through the defender. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Russell looking to scramble. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. To the air, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback running on the draw. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing Russell. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
Coming out with it, it's Phillips. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. He's loose. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's loose. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Reads it, fires complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Keelan Russell. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Moving out to the right. Back open in the middle. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Russell. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Leaves it with the back. Gain of 2 on the play, sets up 3rd and 8. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's got it. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Throwing Russell. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass, it's Russell. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Keelan Russell. Here comes the heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 23 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Hawkeyes, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, get ready to come back in this game.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays.
Might have a chance. Makes it past the marker. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the touchdown Bulldogs. Great job by the back on the option.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown tie. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll bring it back looking for help. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's
Lost one deep down the right side. Leaping grab for a big gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Handoff for Frazier. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. The snap sets up to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe. This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's 3rd and goal. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Fitted in the window for the score. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Still looking on the move. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
Russell. Pulls it in. It's Scott. And he's knocked down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Russell from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Throwing Russell. Makes the catch. Got enough space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first.
He lets it fly. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll try the right side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keelan Russell. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding.
Makes a grab deep. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Georgia going up tempo.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best.
Snags it, and he's open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And down he goes back at the 3.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Still on his feet at the 25. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Stockton. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Got a little space. Picked up 8 yards here, 3rd down and 2. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. They'll run for it. It's Frazier. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This time he wants to throw. Fires one high and deep. And he throws another interception.